Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So today we're in the Citroen and we have got another dashcam to check out, and it is another VIOFO one, same as what we put in the other Citroen, apart from this time it's got a screen on it. Still 2K, which the clarity is not a problem on that VIOFO. Actually the other one is actually really good quality, and I'm hoping that this one is going to be slightly better, because on both dash cams that I have done, if anything was to let them down, it's the fact that they're only 30 frames per second, but this one is 60 frames per second. So, I mean, it's not really a big deal, but I think that is one where they could be improved, being 60 frames per second. So we'll compare it and see if it is any better. So let's have a look what's in the box. I've also got these with it, by the way. That is a lens for when you're driving into direct sunlight, which not so much of a problem in sunny Oldham. And then this is a panic button, so that when you press that, basically if you have a crash, you press that and it makes sure it doesn't record over the time when you crashed. It saves that the previous 5 minutes or something like that. It's a good idea really, but I'm not going to use it. Anyway, let's have a look at what's in this box. So first I need to carefully remove this outer sleeve. Yes. And then we're just opening the box, nice and simple. And then we can see the dashcam itself. And as with the other one, it's pretty heavy, feels pretty well made. But like I said, the other one, the other one has actually been really good. Let's check it out of here and have a look. Yes. So yeah, it's about the same size as the previous one that I fitted, apart from, like I said, it's got a screen on this one. It's got voice activation and all that sort of stuff on it, but I probably won't be using that either. I just like a basic dash cam myself. And I'm hoping that in here it is going to have, we've got a warning sign. Let's take that out there. I'm hoping that it's going to have a plug where I can plug it into the cigarette light, because I'm not intending to mount this one hardwired. Yes, it does have one of them, so I can just plug it straight into the, now obviously parking mode and all that, look, which this does actually have. It has all sorts of motion activated parking mode and what have you for spying on your neighbours. That won't work with that, because I don't think that turns on unless the ignition's on, so we'll just have to not use that. Anyway, let's get it fitted. But first, whilst I was on the hunt for a microSD card, which unfortunately it doesn't seem to come with, I've seen this. It's just telling us to read this before we fit it, because if we don't read that, it won't work. So yeah, we've read that. And now we've read that, we are ready to fit it. First, I'm going to remove this, because otherwise we won't get a particularly good picture. My dad did that. He had dash cams fitted in his BMW, and then they didn't take the lens covers off them, so they were blurry for a bit. Now we need to decide where we're going to put it. Now we need to put it not in the driver's view. So I'm thinking it needs to be in the swept area of the wipers, so I'm thinking sort of this area here. So I'm just going to clean the screen with some brake parts cleaner to give it a nice clean surface for it to adhere to. And now that is lovely and clean, we can stick this on. So I've obviously put this polarizing lens on because of direct sunlight, which we see a lot of. So I need to pull this off here. And once you stick these on, by the way, they don't want to come off, so you want to get it in the right place the first time. And I'm going to put it somewhere around there, and I appear to have put it slightly on the piss, but just say fuck it, it'll do. So now I need to run this wire from that camera to that point there. It plugs into this bit to get power, because you need to put the power into there, because it then powers the GPS module, something like that anyway. And then now that is seamlessly and professionally installed, we need to go and test it.
Please insert the memory card.
Yes. Try again.
Recording started.
Yes. So now it's working, but the first thing I need to do is I need to get rid of them chimes and beeps that it does, because they're quite annoying. And this brings us to the benefits over the other VIOFO camera that I tested, because that one didn't have a screen on it and you had no menu that you could do without doing it 3/4, which wasn't the end of the world. It just wasn't as easy as this, to be honest with you. But this one does. So I've gone through the settings, I've turned the beeps off, turned the chime off, and I've set it to 60 frames per second at 2K. So let's see how good it is as a dash cam. Let's see if it is actually decent. Now, obviously now we're in December, so it's nighttime all the time. I might struggle to get some daylight footage, but we can get some nighttime footage with rain as well for added effect. So let's go and see what we've got. And for the conditions, I'm actually pretty impressed with that. That is like a worst case scenario. It's dark, it's raining, and well, I think it did all right. So anyway, let's see how we've got it in some daylight. It's not in black and white, this is just the colours that we get here between sort of, well, after August and before June, I'd say. So let's go and see how clear it is and what we can see during the day. And I think that's pretty good, but leave a comment and let us know what you think. And I think I'll leave it there anyway. So that's all for this one. I'll try and leave a link in the description of where to get it from and what have you, and any promo codes if there is any. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit, and see you next time.